All right, we're with Bobby Browning from Carmel High School, a freshman, just won the freshman mile in a time of 9. Now, Bobby, you know, you had a great cross-country season, starting off your first big race at Brebeuf with a sub-17, right?
Yeah.
You know, how does it feel for your first big track race, getting a noticeable win? How's that feel? How does it compare?
I don't know. I mean, this is definitely something special because, I mean, you've got
It's good to see you.
all these guys here, and it's just kind of like a prelude. Our race is basically just a prelude for the big races, but I thought, I mean, it's kind of a big stage. It's the biggest track meet I've ever run in, so it was just a good experience, a lot of fun.
Now, you know, take us a little bit through that race. We saw at the start there was a big cluster. Nobody really wanted to lead just because of the wind. There's some noticeable wind tonight. What all were you thinking? You know, you saw who was a lot of people's favorite, Colin Rainey, out in front. You know, what were you thinking? What was going through your mind when you were almost about 10th or 11th place, about 700 meters into it?
Yeah, I was stuck big time in the first, especially the first 200. I thought about 4 people almost fell right in front of me, and I was just kind of sitting back, and Chris told me before the race, he's like, you know, Chris Walden, he was like, you know, some people are going to take it out really fast or something, so you may just want to, if you're in a bad spot, don't freak out. And so I definitely just trusted that, but I realized kind of the farther I got into the race that this wasn't such a bad spot, but we definitely went out slow. And then Colin picked it up, and I knew if I lost him, there was no way I was getting the win. So I figured I had to go after him, and it was now or never.
Now you have a really interesting scenario. With you being at Carmel, you know, you have some great teammates in Dan Williams, Pat Appleton, and of course Chris Walden. You know, also being from Carmel, you won the Hamilton County Championships in middle school, which was a 4:48 mile?
43.
4:43. So, you know, it's interesting. You go up to the high school field, which is very competitive compared to your middle school field, which is already pretty competitive, you know. What all are you thinking about this postseason? What all are you hoping for your teammates? And, you know, how does this, you know, first track season compare to your already pretty competitive one that you had in middle school?
I mean, in middle school, it's basically like there's 2 or 3 guys that you train with, basically, and that's it. There's not that many elite guys, and then come to high school and you've got Chris, Pat, Danny, you've got Eric Kinn, really good 2-miler, and so we've just got so many guys who just kicking up my butt in every workout, and so it's really good motivation. Those guys always keep my head up and just keep motivating me. And as far as the postseason, I mean, I know Chris has some pretty big goals. We don't know what he's gonna run, but I know Pat and Danny are working hard to get back up there, our 4x8, and I'd hope to just be able to be supportive or maybe get super fast all of a sudden and maybe be able to run in one of those meets myself.
Running the 4x8 maybe, who knows?
I don't know, that would be awesome.
Always put out a talented field. So, you know, great race tonight. Obviously we'll watch out for you the rest of this track season, and obviously watch out for the rest of this awesome Carmel 2012 or 2014 class. So, nice race, Bobby. Congrats, and thanks for the interview.
All right, thanks, Kent.